What's good, Can't Focus? Your boy Dom. We back again. I know it's been a minute, but it's for good reason. I'll break that down in a minute. We lighten up the Plasencia today, Alma Fuerte. Let's go. What's good, kinfolk? We're back again. I know it's been a hot minute, but your boy been busy. It's a lot going on, and sometimes you just got to kick back and just take a break, right? When stuff starts feeling like a little job, you got to take a little break and get back to it. That way the passion still stays the same for it, y'all. I would hate to not be able to deliver something that I'm passionate about to you all. It just won't work. It won't work for y'all, and y'all won't enjoy watching it, so I got to enjoy putting it together too. But today, we are drinking the Sazerac Rye. This is a barrel pick right out of the store. Special blend. Really, really good, y'all. Not too spicy, but it's a rye. It's going to have that spice to it. It's got a nice overlay of sweetness to it. It goes down real gentle. Y'all like it. If you can see it, pick it up. But either way, cheers. Cheers. I appreciate y'all sticking by. Sorry about the delay. Been busy. I'll relay that information here in a minute, what's been going on with your boy. But all is well. I'm healthy. My family's healthy. We're doing real good. I can't complain. But I'll tell you what, today I'm going to bring it in after having about a month off and bringing the Alma Fuerte. I always wanted to just discuss this cigar in video format. And, you know, because it's one of my favorite ones. And about a few years ago, this probably was my cigar of the year. And I want to say 2020, right when COVID hit, man. We were stuck in the house, couldn't go anywhere. Got real close to Plasencia Alma Fuerte, bought a box, and hey, it was history after that. Really, really good stick. But what's funny now, though, I don't really remember on the cold draw here having that dank muskiness in a cigar. Sometimes you get that to where there's this dank muskiness to a cigar, and it's almost like being in a basement, that smell of mold or whatnot. Not saying that this cigar is moldy, but you get that, just that wet dankness in the cold draw, mixed with a bit of there's some cherry in there and a light oak. But yeah, it's coming through pretty strong there. No mold on a cigar. It looks really good. I mean, I've had this happen with cigars before. It's just a nuance that you get with some sticks, man. They sit in these bays and they get aged, and you know, it's all kind of things that happen with them. But I don't quite remember that nuance of the cigar. But anywho, this is the Plasencia Alma Fuerte Generation 5 Solomon. This is a 7x5/8 stick. And then just to note that you don't have to do much to light this cigar at all, but you do have to pay attention once you get out of this narrow tip here of the cigar. So it doesn't take much. It's just a little bit right there that you got to light. And then what you do is you got to focus on keeping it lit, because if you don't keep puffing on this cigar through this narrow tip here, it will go out on you and you'll have all kind of burn issues, whatnot. And by the way, that dankness just went away. Totally went away. Just in the cold draw. So I'm gonna focus on this while talking to y'all, making sure that I get a good light on this bad boy and keep it up. It's been a month, y'all, since I've had did a cigar breakdown or cigar review or whatnot. So I might be a little bit rusty today. And I'll try not to make the video too long. But either way, I just want to get my feet wet again, get back in here and see how y'all doing. Also, hey, new setup. Still working on it right now. So I do still have same. I have the same setup as last time, where I can do it on the other wall, the brick background. Still up, but I also have this. I just wanted to change it up a little bit. Sometimes I get tired of doing the same thing. So it also gets me to stand up. It feels more personable to me, and I like that. I feel like I can get my thoughts out a little bit better, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But either way, here we go. So Solomon 7x58. I'm looking at my notes. Strength, they say it comes off at full, but to me it comes off medium full. This is a Nicaraguan Puro. The wrapper is Nicaraguan Habano. The binder and the filler are both Nicaraguan. Y'all know I love my Nicaraguan Puros, right? Hand rolled, long filler, Colorado Maduro in color. Man, nice, amazing smell. Man, what is that? It's a creaminess to it. Maybe pastry. I'm gonna have to get a few puffs here just to make sure I'm straight on that. Yeah, it's almost flowery, pastry at the same time. Really good flavor. Like I said, I've always liked this cigar, so I'm gonna come off a bit biased today. Hey, it is what it is. But nice smoke output on the cigar. Tons of smoke. Reminds me of, your Connecticut broadleafs when you get those bad boys rolling. And it's just tons of smoke coming out. You can fireball dragging that thing. But that's what it's doing right now. I'm loving how it's going. The cigar is burning pretty well right now. Not having to do too much. I'm just trying to make sure that I do smoke it and not waste too much time talking and then not puffing the cigar. But like I said, it will go out on you. It'll get all kind of crazy burn lines. So right now, hey, if y'all like what I'm doing, you're liking seeing what you're seeing, please like and subscribe to the channel. It helps me out, keeps me motivated, and it keeps pushing positive videos out there. And hopefully you guys like it or whatnot. If you had the Plasecnia Alma Fuerte, y'all let me know what y'all think about this cigar down in the comment section below, and maybe we'll keep a discussion going about it. But yeah, this box, you can get a box for about 220 or so dollars, depending on where you go. It could be a little cheaper, 200 bucks or so. I like to get mine off AtlanticCigar.com, and also you can buy a single Plasecnia Alma Fuerte as well, and that'll set you about 20 bucks. So it is not your budget stick by no means, but this is a cigar that you can count on, to where if you want to just smoke and not worry about the cigar, it's not gonna you're not gonna have to fuss about it, and the cigars are good. It's gonna come through for you. This is the one to smoke for me. My personal taste. I really enjoyed this cigar. All right, so I think I'm good. Let me readjust my camera, roll up to the front. I'll see y'all in a second. All right, family, I wanted to come in front of the camera now. Try something different. I'm trying to test the sound acoustics, test the lighting, and see how everything looks. I won't know how this looks until I, of course, edit the footage or whatnot. Hopefully it turns out good. But y'all do me a favor. Let me know what y'all think of it. I really need y'all's feedback. How does it look? What can I do differently? How's it sound? How's the lights? Everything else, man. I appreciate the feedback. Whether it be positive or negative, it's all good. So, being a month since I did a cigar review or breakdown, I figured I'd smoke one of my favorites and let y'all know some good news is going on with your boy Dom. I've been taking care of the missus. We're expecting. Your boy's expecting. Hey, my youngest is 14, y'all. Bam! Lord said, hey, it's time for y'all to have another one. First one. We don't have any together. This is our first one together. We're a blended family, so hopefully I didn't speak something else into existence later down the road where we're having more. Either way, hey, kids are a good thing. I love all my kids, and you know what? It's a blessing. I won't reveal how old I am, but your boy is an 80s baby, and we coming through good. Black don't crack. It's that cocoa butter, you know what I'm saying? So anywho, we're bringing in that new baby later in the year. We're both super excited about it. Of course, we're older, so there's challenges with that, but so far so good. Everything's been healthy. We're just praying for a healthy baby, whether it's boy or girl, we don't know. We'll find out soon. We don't want no crazy parties. We both want to find out. We both figure we're not too old, but we're old enough to where we just want to know. That way we can set stuff up, set a baby room up, and get it cracking. Yo, I'm out of practice, man. Youngest 14, man. I ain't changed a baby diaper in I don't know how many years. Still do it the same way. Man, I ain't had to buy a baby diaper in I don't know how long. Shit. And it's cool and exciting at the same time, because as excited as we are about it, I also get a little bit nervous and a little bit worried, because man, the world going crazy, man. You know, hell, they said that when I was a kid too, the world going crazy. But man, as I get older and I'm just looking at everything that's going on, bro, you know, bringing up a baby in this is just wild to me. It's just like, oh man, okay, now I got to reset my brain to, you know, recalibrate my brain and say, okay, starting from, you know, zero again, and then bringing this baby up in this new world, you know, that is very new, you know, very new as far as raising a kid in or whatnot. So I will definitely be reaching out to my friends, family, folks out there who's got youngins, and, you know, ask for advice and everything else. But, you know, I consider myself an expert at raising kids, but, you know, things change and everything else. For me, I feel like it's going to be a little easier maybe because of the life experiences that I have, you know, and the creating you know, a little me and a little mama bear in there, you know, to our liking. That never happens, right? That never happens, right? Because every kid's got a mind of their own and they're going to do what they're going to do. But she does have a good family to be around, good parents, or he has a good family or good parents to be around. And, you know, we're going to make it do what it do, y'all. So, hey, cheer for your boy. And y'all pray for me, man, because it's going to be quite a journey. And I pray the Lord keeps me here long enough to be able to see my baby come up and be successful in life and all that, y'all. I'm a grandparent already, man. One of my boys, he made me a grandparent 2 years ago. So I'm like, man, I'm a grandparent now to have another baby. Whew. What's going on, y'all? But hey, we moving and grooving, y'all. Man, I really appreciate it. It's starting to go out on me a little bit. I'm talking too much, so I might have to do a little touch up on this, which is not too common if I wasn't sitting here running my mouth and everything. But you know, we like to show you everything, flaws and all. I don't hide nothing. The first Plasencia that I had was the hexagon shape. So the hexagon Alma Fuerte, rather weird shape, pretty thick. I want to say it's probably a 60 gauge stick, but it's in a hexagon format. So it sits weird in your finger a little bit. The hex, I mean, it's damn near as thick as this thick lighter I got here. But you know, it sits in your hand, but the flavor, man, was really good for that wide of a gate. I got it because it looked weird. I never had it. This was, I want to say, it was 2019, right before a pandemic. But it was really good. And I was just amazed at that weird, how oddly shaped it was. I didn't even know cigars could come in that shape. When I was in a cigar lounge with my buddies, and I was hooked. And the next one I got, I believe, was a Robusto or something of that format. And I didn't like it as much. So it seems like to me, the smaller gauge Alma Fuertes don't hit as good to me. I think it's probably the ratio of filler and binder in that cigar. And of course, the smaller gauge cigar, you're gonna get more wrapper, you know, and binder really. But when it comes to the thicker gauge cigar, it's more that filler, you know, less wrapper. And I think the fillers, I mean, it's all Nicaraguan, right? But I mean, I like the balance of the larger gauge cigars. And this Alma Fuerte is one of my favorites because it's not as wide as that hex, but it still gives you that feel of having that taste of the hex. And then as it gets down, it gets a little stronger. A cigar should, but the way this cigar is made is just so well balanced as it goes down. I'm really digging that smoke profile that's coming out of this stick. Creamy smoke. There's a pepper nuance, of course. I had to take a retro hail again here to let y'all know how spicy that is or whatnot, but I'm just really focused on the flavor of the cigar. Sometimes I forget the retro hail, and I think a lot of times I retro hail when I am either tasting a cigar for the first time, or, you know, it's not all the time. Because, you know, some of them damn cigars burn your nostrils, man. But this one, let's give it a quick retro hail and see what I'm getting. Oh yeah, a nice spicy cracked pepper. It's almost like a custardy feeling on the back palate too. Not feeling, a custardy taste on the back palate. So a lot of those darker tones come out, but you still get the nice overlays of oak in this cigar. Oak leather and that That basement musk is gone. That was only in a cold draw. So yeah, doing really good. Ash retention is okay. I mean, it did fall off a little bit ago, but and I got some waviness going on. But again, you got to chalk that up to how odd a shape that tip was, and then not keeping up with the cigar or whatnot. But these cigars normally balance themselves out, and then they'll end up turning out to where the burn line is nice and even. You just gotta practice your rotating your cigar and just keeping it even. You know, it's all on you too. You just can't sit here and smoke a cigar, you know, not rotating it, or you will have those issues. You have to rotate your cigars. And if you're new to this, as you're smoking a cigar, depending on if it's not even, right, and if it's burning to where it's burning more, you know, towards the top, you get like a U shape or whatnot. Normally your cigar, when you're puffing on it, it burns hotter at the top, right? So when you're puffing on it, it burns hot on the top. So right when you stop puffing on that cigar, rotate that cigar down, because now the cigar is burning hotter at the bottom, which will allow that cigar that's not as burnt yet will allow it to catch up. So that U shape will eventually turn down. Now, if it's too wide, if it's too long, then you'll have to do what's called a touch up, and you just take your cigar lighter and just not put your whole cigar on fire. Just do a quick little touch up with your torch, and then it'll quickly burn that part that hasn't been burned much, and then it'll help turn it over. But you got to make sure you keep rotating your cigar to allow it to catch up. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna enjoy this cigar a little bit, think about the good things that's going on in my life a little bit, drink on this Sazerac Raw, readjust this microphone back there, and just see if any, you know, I'm testing out the new setup right now, so y'all stand by for change. All right, Ken folk, you know I had to come back in and give y'all an update. We are in the second third of the Alma Fuerte cigar, and of course, like I told you, it caught up to itself. Nice even burn line, as you can see. It's doing really well. That's why I love this cigar. It never lets me down. When I want to go get her, the one that's gonna hit, I ain't gotta worry about it. I go with this one right here, or you know what I'm saying, I go with my Fuentes, but that's another story right there. Really good stick. Consistency is key, man. I've battled, you know, with having those throwaway sticks. I call them dog sticks or dog bones, man. Or, you know, or have you ever bought a box of cigars that you've never tried before, and then you finally smoke them and it just tastes like ass? Bruh. Yeah. I mean, I'm telling you what, I hate doing that. So what I started doing was you go to these websites and you can get your single stick buys. And that's how or you just go to your brick and mortar, get you a stick, try it out first, man, and see if you like it before wasting your money buying these boxes of cigars that you might not even like, right? So that's what I do. I go out there and I find a stick, try it. If I like it, if I really like it, I'll buy a box. If it was okay, I might just buy a box, because some cigars just age well. And you know, you'll find that it's all about experimentation and honestly cataloging your cigars, right? I got my book that I use right down here. If I'm just sitting here in the garage having a session, I'll write all my notes down, and it overlays it pretty good. Not overlays it. It's written out pretty good, right? So to have the wrapper, binder, filler, what those are made of, who's the manufacturer of the cigar, how much did it cost, what are your tasting notes, and it has this graph where you can chart down flavor profiles that you're getting, right? And it's just a good way to catalog your cigars, and just to make sure that if you didn't like a stick, you never buy that thing again. I've done it before to where I didn't like a stick, then I bought it again because I didn't remember if I smoked it or not, and then I'm like, damn it, there's a reason why I didn't like this. So always take notes, catalog your sticks, and that way you save yourself some money and trouble, man. Like, as much time as you spend smoking a cigar, why smoke something that you don't like? Why give it a time of your day that you're not going to enjoy, right? I'm just saying, when you know better, you do better. So I'm going to smoke this down to the final third. I'll update you if anything changes. I'll see you in a bit. Closing it up, Plasencia Alma Fuerte, final third of the cigar. And again, I already told you I'm a fan of this cigar. still holding true. Loving it. I was able to sit down during the breaks and just catch up on some TV and, you know, just do what I do when I'm normally sitting out here in the garage and having my cigar. But I tell you, if you haven't gotten your hands on this cigar, you need to get your hands on it. If you're not a fan, that's cool. If you are, cool. Let me know your dislikes and likes about the Plasecnia Alma Fuerte. What do y'all think about it? What is your favorite size of the cigar? And what are your thoughts? If you made it this far in this cigar breakdown, review, whatever you want to call it, hey, cheers to you. I appreciate you. Let me know in the comments, hey, I made it. I might start having some gifts for y'all. Folks who make it through these videos, man, look, I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all hanging on to me. I appreciate y'all checking me out, follow me. I haven't been making anything in about a month. Again, like I told y'all, hey, we are expecting, and it's a great for us just supporting my wife and just going into this new element in our life, this new journey for us together as a couple. It's beautiful, and it's you know, it's a journey, man. Life's a journey, and I appreciate every bit of it. I appreciate y'all. And man, I do these reviews and cigars. Again, I do it because I like doing it. I just enjoy inviting you guys into my environment. I don't do it to try to become YouTube famous. I don't do it, you know, to try to get numbers up or whatnot. That's all a part of it. But you know, when I sit here and do it because I'm feeling it, I'm feeling the vibe, and it's something that I want to share with the world. Because once I put it out there, it's out there, y'all, and you know, you can't take it back. But again, when I'm feeling it and when I'm in the element, that's when I record. You know, I do it for fun. I don't do it for anything else. I don't care about being a social media star or anything like that. I do it because it's a de-stressor for me. Cigars de-stress. I don't ever want it to be or to feel like a job. So if I'm recording, it's because I'm feeling it. I'm in my element, and I want to bring something to you guys. If I'm not, that's because, man, I'm kicking back and I'm spending time with my family, and or I'm just getting my mind right, you know. And I suggest that everyone out there, y'all do the same thing, man. You know, health before anything. Don't overdo anything in life. Do it sparingly. If it doesn't affect you, then cool. If it does, then, you know, draw back. But either way, man, that's what cigars are, man. It's something to be enjoyed, not something to be overjoyed, especially when you're not enjoying it, if that makes any sense. Just trying to drop a few dimes for y'all. But anywho, I appreciate y'all hanging with me. Thank you for watching this video. Please like and comment in the section below. I'll be back. You know, I got some pretty good ones coming up. Some really good ones coming up, and I look forward to bringing the heat to y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all think about the setup, if you liked it or not. Should I go back to the other one or not? You know, I'm gonna do what I do either way, but I really appreciate the feedback, and I appreciate y'all's honesty, whether it be negative or positive. Y'all keep it smoky, man. I'm gonna smoke this down deeper into this final third, because this cigar is a number, and I'm not gonna let it go to waste. So y'all be kind to one another, be kindredleaf, and do you, man. Like, there's so much crap and crazy stuff going on in the world right now. We all just need to come together in unity and in some type of unity. Whether that happens or not, probably not. But one person at a time, y'all. One person at a time. I appreciate y'all. Y'all stay with me. Stay tuned. More heat coming. Appreciate y'all. See you next time.